up on Portland there. You have a Taino woman up there. I go through the rituals of the Tainos, so yeah, you still have Taino about the place. They're not extinct as we would believe. Here we go. I tell you, the whole world rock, man. I tell you, say the world is spinning around. They say the world is upside down. Yeah, when woman cannot walk with pants on the road with shorter than them panty, say the world will wrong to right it. And my man like me, I look upon them. Can't believe that. It's a serious thing. Very, very serious thing. Rome. I will never say Babylon. Because when I look on it, it's not Babylon create the problem for we, it's Rome. Babylon is one of them, where one of the 7 wonders of the world is found in Babylon, where Bush never even know when them going to go bomb up the place in Iraq. They never know, say, the Ur in Iraq was the place where them say, Abraham come out. And then Babylon is the place where them say, of Nebuchadnezzar and all them kind of madness for them tell you about Babylon. So, because most of it is Judeo-Christian mindset, we continue to paint Babylon as an evil place, just like how them have paint Egypt as an easy place. If you hear more people talk about Egypt, it's like a terrible place. You understand? But I know it's Rome. From them time there, it's Rome. It's not Babylon, it's Rome. So, we come for change the narrative. Trust me. I think we're not come for change the narrative. Yeah. Okay, so here we go now. Here we go. Take the children food and give to the dog. And now the children and the dog now have no food. Serious thing. We're there with you. As we are saying, some people don't want to celebrate it, but we celebrate it because 365 days, and all we celebrate is white history, white culture. And when we talk about black history, people are telling damn foolishness about it. It started in America as an American thing, then Christmas hour. Christmas started in Rome, in Europe. It's a European thing. So nobody now question that. And when we talk about Black History Month, a man in America see it important for, it was a week. Him see it is important for really spend some time and realize African people make a great contribution to civilization. And if read about it and just think about it. 1 week, and then them put it to a month. And you have some niggas about the place that come tell you about, oh, that's not relevant to we here because the reason why them have it is because them was near to white people and white people and white people. Watch a man. White people now for dead there to celebrate white history. As a matter of fact, it is known and seen now that them not here and look upon the woman them on the road and look upon the man them on the road and see if I know white history them I celebrate. Talk to them. Talk to them. And look which part them I come from. If you don't say it's white history, everybody I celebrate. Look upon the holidays with them on your calendar. If you don't say it's white history, I celebrate. Look upon the clothes with them I wear, the food with them I eat. And how them think. Them political ideas and ideology. And them religious belief. If I know white history that them I celebrate. So when we say Black History Month, we say it with a vengeance. Yeah, we don't want nobody come tell you say it's not necessary. It's like when we open a bookstore, they might say, why you have a black bookstore in Jamaica? Because there's no bookstore that sell black books. You go to a certain bookstore, you'll never find a book in there by Marcus Garvey. Imagine that, the first national hero of Jamaica. Before me and Miguel opened bookstore in Jamaica, you couldn't go in one of them big bookstore songsters and find a book on the philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey or Shekanti Diop or J.A. Rogers, which is a Jamaican also. You couldn't find none of them book there. So when we say we have a books about us, black bookstore, it means we sell books to black philosophers, black thinkers, black scientists. History written by African people, our history. Not from a white perspective, from the slave master perspective, but from our perspective. Because you know, say, you get two different stories. In the jungle, or whatsoever them kill animal, when white people go there, them kill the animal, them go in the habitat of the animal, them kill the lion, put him up on the wall, and say, oh, what a beautiful souvenir. Him is a hunter, good hunter. And when the lion yam him now, you hear to the lion is a beast and a savage. So, if the lion would write him own story, you'd get a different perspective. The lion would say, look, man, me there right in my yard, you know, and a guy come with gun and shoot me, pick me around there, so, and I come hunt me too. And me just lay with him in the night with him in a little hut. And him shut the door and forget, same never shut the window too. I just jump through the window and yam him. Because him kill me, pick me around there, so, and him come in my habitat for come kill me. Different story. So we as African people write our own story. But we don't have those books both way. We don't put them round way and read them. Because some of them is not even available. So we make them available. And they have some little idiot nigger. Some nigger boss with slaver come talk about why you need a black bookstore in Jamaica. We need a black bookstore in Jamaica because there's no blackness happening here. None. You understand? We need a program like this because radio stations scared and afraid to hear this talking on radio. Especially them who was a night, yeah. 4 minutes to 12. Them don't want to hear them thing, yeah. But we not stop. We not stop. We're not stopping. Here we go. Long time we don't play like Janine tune, you know, we play it. And with our first time songs, them man, intentions. This is the Cutting Edge on RFM. The time is 12 o'clock.
Brothers and sisters, this is Chalice. Join us with respect for our national anthem. Let us stand and defend this one. Peace and love. Thank you. Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Do our life through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth, be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love.
I'm Sly Dunbar.
My man named Robbie Shakespeare.
Stay tuned to RFM Mutabaruka.
Right now, this is the Cutting Edge scene. It's a Muta. The man rough. Him just tough. Cutting edge, sharp. Cutting edge scene, Mutabaruka. Scene, RFM. Scene.
Yes, Sly Dunbar. Scene.
And Mr. Robbie. Scene.
Stay tuned to RFM Mutabaruka, Cutting Edge.
Scene.
Willie William.
Oh, and more stepping out of Babylon. And them a put down the pressure. Oh, and more stepping out of Babylon. Yeah, now them days to be over. Oh, and more stepping out of Babylon. The youth them getting much wiser. Oh, and more stepping out of Babylon. Reserve I, oh Father, for indeed do I put thy truth, my rock, my fortress, light of my salvation, deliver us from the wicked and their evil ways, yeah. I miss one more stepping out of Babylon. I put down the pressure, one more stepping out of Babylon. You know them soon be over, one more stepping out of Babylon. The youth them getting much wiser, one more stepping out of Babylon. Hey. How excellent is thy name in all the earth. Cause I to abide in thy tabernacle and to dwell in thy holy hill. I may say one more stepping out of Babylon. Sing right. I may say one more stepping out of Babylon. Oh, Bill. Of the mouth of babes and suckling, there was ordained strength that thou might steal the enemy. I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praises to the name of the Most High. One more stepping out of Babylon. Them a put down the pressure. One more stepping out of Babylon.
One of the wealthiest countries in the world. But the question is, how did it accumulate its wealth?
This is a nation founded on genocide and built on the backs of slaves. All right. So we started with a racial problem. We tried to actually eliminate one entire race, and then we used another race to build this country actually quite quickly as a new country into a world power. This country never would have had the wealth that it had it not had slavery for a couple of hundred years.
But I say to white people, look, you didn't do it. They say, yeah, that's right. We didn't have nothing to do with slavery. Yeah, but because of slavery, when you immigrants came here, America was already built with the blood, the sweat of my ancestors. So you got what you got because your fathers gave us what they gave us.
One mistake that's often made is showing how the South, the Confederacy, acquired their wealth off of the backs of our ancestors. And even then, it's reduced to just a few slave owners who saw a real benefit. No. Chattel slavery of blacks benefited the South, but just as much it benefited the North and all of America and its many European immigrants.
Well, I won't see my longer hair.
America's economic structure was propelled by its dominant export sold throughout the world, cotton. This one crop provided over half of all U.S. exports earnings. And by 1840, 60% of the world's cotton was grown, picked, and labored over for free by our ancestors. These plantation owners were raking in money, accumulating great wealth, and never having to pay one dime to their laborers. But the North was just as involved. The North developed a variety of businesses that provided services to the slave South, like textile factories, insurance companies, shippers, and cotton brokers. But it doesn't stop at the slave owner or the businesses that provided the services to the slave system. Banks, yes. Bankers on Wall Street made millions selling goods to the South, along with giving loans and creating banks to finance Southern plantations. And much of this same wealth they still have today. Let me give you some examples. J.P. Morgan and Chase Bank admitted that between the years of 1831 to 1865, two of their predecessor banks, Citizens Bank and Canal Bank in Louisiana, accepted 13,000 slaves as collateral on loans that slave masters defaulted. One of the more successful banking families that built much of their wealth on the slave trade was the Brown family, more commonly known as the Brown Brothers and Harriman Company, which is the oldest and largest private investment bank. The Brown Brothers owned hundreds of slaves. This family dominated the cotton industry. They made a huge fortune by lending millions to Southern planters and cotton brokers. Another portion of their wealth came by renting and the sales of slave ships they sold to slave merchants. They served as one of the most important sources of capital in foreign exchange in the U.S. economy. Wachovia Bank, recently acquired by Wells Fargo, also profited heavily off of this cruel system. Mayer Rothschild, a German banker and the founder of the Rothschilds banking dynasty, which is believed to have become the wealthiest family in human history, made enormous gains by using our ancestors as collateral. The insurance industry also saw great benefits from slavery. Companies like AIG, Aetna, New York Life were the forerunners in this industry. But see, it's also very important to note that these same plantation owners and business owners would donate large sums of this wealth in order to train their children and the next generation on containing the wealth. For example, Harvard. Harvard was built due to large amounts of money given by Isaac Royal, a plantation owner in the Caribbean islands of Antigua, who made a massive fortune off of his many sugar plantations. Yale was able to build its famous library and establish its prestigious scholarship program. Princeton. By the mid-1700s, many of its students were sons of plantation owners. Brown University, named after the famous slave owner banker, the Brown Brothers. A large portion of this campus was built with slave labor. And these are just a few of the many institutions that was built with slave money. See, these men would be looked at as great businessmen, philanthropists. But in actuality, they were securing the wealth of their future by training and educating the next generation that would take over their plantations and their businesses, and even become government officials, responsible for creating laws, regulations, and policies that would keep blacks fighting for human rights and access to this stolen wealth for decades. For decades after slavery, blacks have fought against unequal education, which is a sure way of ensuring wealth disparities. We fought grandfather clauses to prevent us from affecting government in ways that could transfer wealth. Land grants, free land issued from the government that blacks were restricted from. The black codes, housing restrictions, redlining and FDA guarantee loans, predatory bank lending, convict leasing, which utilized black labor but does not transfer the wealth. I wish that I could say that this wealth disparity in America was isolated only in America. But it's not.
All the wealth that was generated that helped to make Britain great, so-called, the British Empire, all of this came from enslavement and colonialism and ill-gotten gains. And it links to this modern discussion around inequality and the huge gap between the nations, not only in terms of Britain and Europe, but also the rest of the world, and in particular, Africa and the Caribbean.
The truth is, this is the same scenario across every colonized land. Today, as a people, we fight for the Confederate flags to come down. We even fight for people to stop using the word nigger. Right. Or other forms of bigotry to not be used. But we've been duped into believing that it's absolutely foolish to continue to fight for reparations. Many of us don't recognize the direct ties between the past and the wealth that was carried into today. Our ancestors were forced to invest in this economy without ever receiving a return. Unlike Jews, reparations were never paid to slaves or their descendants to help balance out this unjustified wealth. But understand that the reason our ancestors were enslaved was not for the purpose of being able to call us Right. It was not even for the purpose of being able to raise a slave flag. No. All of the killing, the torturing, dehumanizing, inhumane treatment all boiled down to one reason: wealth. It was all business. Understand that. I know that our brother Martin did.
I still have a dream.
Not that one.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today, many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
REFM.
Elias.
Blessed man.
Yeah, that music out of Egypt. And you say it was not a drum?
Yeah, tabla them call it.
Where them I use play? Stick or hand?
A hand, man, but you know, it's shaped, I don't know if it's shaped like, you know. It's shaped different, and the top of it is not like goat skin.
It sound like pelican crawl upon it.
Yeah.
But what I'm not talking about is the way it's tuned tight that you can get that rattling sound.
Yeah, the ISO.
That stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm very much intrigued by it, man. I don't know if you could have sent me it in a little voice clip. I know me, I love listening to that all when you're not there here.
Well, I know, voice clip.
Yeah, man.
Play it, you mean WhatsApp style?
Yeah.
So it can work out.
All right, my brother. Bless
you have YouTube? You have YouTube?
All the best.
Oh, you have YouTube?
Yeah.
Then I go up on YouTube and find it, man.
Brand name?
No, just put tabla music in it. Tabla, and you will hear tabla. Tabla is an instrument, you know.
All right, my brother.
Just put tabla.
Hey.
All right, tabla music out of Egypt. All right? All right. We'll continue the Ethiopian style, you know, yes. We'll continue the Ethiopian style. New Year's music, this. This is New Year music. Authentic Ethiopian New Year music. This is how you hear when a New Year in Ethiopia. You'd call Teddy Afro. And I sing about Happy New Year. We have to start it over, you know. We want to livicate this. Hey, all right, I'm going to take the call. All right, I still come back to that tune there, because New Year's in Ethiopia, New Year's now in Yasso, we want to say Happy New Year to everyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ravan General.
Cutting edge.
Yeah, man. I dig it, you know.
Eh?
I dig it.
Me know, yeah, you know.
Yeah, man, I like the program, you know.
Give thanks, brethren, give thanks.
Yeah, man, all participants, all research, but we still have a wide. Yeah, man. If you ever don't pass some street, there were some line, somebody not touch them street, man. Them 42 negative confession and all them things there, you know.
Yeah.
Some powerful thing, them thing there, you know.
Yeah. Upset
Yeah,
the
man.
apple cart.
Eh?
Upset the apple cart.
I tell you. Yeah, man. But that's some good things them still, you know.
Give thanks, brethren.
Yeah, man.
Irie.
Yeah, but we don't know what going to the black race, so them so weak.
I don't know. That we are trying to figure out, you know, and I try to put it straight. We are trying our best to put it straight, you know.
Yeah. But somebody know it go. Somebody know it go, man. Where else, man? Yeah, man. Them say really except the man that burn up the water, the spirit and the blood, they cannot see the kingdom of God. You know that them say, you know.
All right.
The flesh can't consume that, man. That's the burn of flesh, man. Where else, man?
That's a go on.
Yeah, that was, man. Because up in mighty race, we can't get up. I have a dream that one day in this nation will rise, we can rise. But man, if you get up, stand up, you rise, we can get up. Eternal Father said, turn from thy evil and selfish ways, and I will heal you, and what we can do.
All right. I will just continue the journey.
Hold on, man. You have to stop on the journey I read sometime. Now, I ask man, the journey can't stop things, man. I ask man.
Eh?
You have to stop on the journey I read sometime. The journey can't stop going, so.
Well, it's a journey. We don't reach which part we want to go yet, so we're still left on the journey.
We know we're not on the journey, man. I ask man.
So we have to stop. We can't stop because the journey, we don't reach where we want to go. We don't reach the destination.
We know we're not reach the destination, man. I ask man.
All right.
But we want to reason upon that still.
You want a reason for what?
On the journey.
All right, go on, reason for the journey.
Because if not block me on the journey too, you know. Yeah, man, I'm not going on a journey there, you see it?
Which journey you not go on?
Yeah, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, whosoever believe in it will not perish, but have everlasting life.
So which journey you say you not go on? Oh, God coming out.
Because they say you perish, yeah. They say black people perish.
Black people are perish.
Yeah, so that's a journey we say upon.
Come like every human.
Because hold on, man, because we say, Eternal Father, bless our land, guide us with thy mighty hand.
Who said that? Who said that?
The national anthem.
Okay.
Him answer, you know. You think you cannot send prayer to him all the while and no answer, so? Him say nah keep it for no evil power on him, man. I bust him a bust off face until he do work, man. What you talk say?
You don't talk, Brethren?
Eh?
You take too long for say that.
No, but me never know say still upon the way, come here, break off.
You not broke off. Me I give you a chance to say what you say.
Oh, come never hear that. Me never say that.
You wouldn't know if you answer. You say what you say.
And healing, and man, we have to do something for him. No, do nothing to you again, none at all. Man, I talk a time to return. Now, what my talk say? Him say, oh, you know what he say? Yeah? He say, one of my words I'll pass, man. If another pass away, man, I'm right up, stick and phone when you take me for. Eh? I bust my bus off face. You know, say, oh, place as a man to go be. Him say, the living is the dead and the dead is the living. I bet you no can't turn on you. And that him say.
Who say?
Eh?
Who say?
Then it, when Bob Marley say, could you be loved and be loved, what do you think him say? He loving that they make them fine is like put it on. What you talk say? Loving the black people, but they can't find it. Eh? Prince was said, pick him up, me lick him down in bunks right back, what a hard man for that. You know what I'm saying? Never grow old, never nothing in dead. A man a dead man, when I talk, say.
All right, brethren. Give thanks, yeah?
All right.
Yeah. Yes, as we are saying, New Year, they probably again, but my reason is that same time, just the numbers change. But we are living at the same space where we were living at yesterday and the day before and 10, 20 years ago. Same space, different date. But everyone celebrate New Year. And since we're there in this time and all the world, we say Happy New Year to everyone who say Happy New Year. And we hope say, because the date change, it will make a difference in how you approach life. We're going to play this tune from Ethiopia when we celebrate 2 New Years in a 2 different parts of the world. Our people might have wondered what Muta talk about. But me and my brethren them celebrate the new millennium in the West here. And then we go to Ethiopia to celebrate the new millennium in Ethiopia. When we go to Ethiopia, the millennium was a different time zone. So we get to jump for joy in Ethiopia when them play them Ethiopian New Year's #1 hit song. And this was the hit song. So we are going to play it for the people them and say, Happy New Year. Happy New Year's from Cutting Edge to you. This is the Cutting Edge. Yes, Yale.
Hey, Muta.
Blessed.
Hello.
Yeah, man.
Good night.
Good night.
Just calling to ask how you manage when you're eating like bread and so. Being I use vegan and they having egg. Just finding out that most of these things having egg. Down to the pasta.
No,
Hello.
You can't make bread without egg in a brethren.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, what you mean? Most bread no make without egg. I never know them put egg in a bread.
Yeah, because my family was telling me bread having egg.
Yeah, but that's your family with for them bread. Bread.
I mean, my brother is a chef, so he know these things. So
he can't make bread without egg.
I mean, you can, but most bread you buy from the store.
No, I don't know if most bread have egg in it still. I don't know if most. Which part did I come from?
Oh.
Which part did I rest?
The Virgin Islands.
Nah, man, where you say,
man?
Well, you're at the wrong place, brethren. Because most bread where I know no have no egg in it. I never see my parents make bread with egg in there.
So you don't eat bread from the store?
No, definitely not.
Oh, okay.
But you have health food store where have bread in the too. You have unleavened bread. You have bread where stone ground bread. I mean, you have pita bread. Pita bread no have no egg in there. Where them make this them. You have the flat bread them where them use make falafel. Them no have no egg in there.
Oh. And I was trying to explain to them. I know you had one time you had a lady and that make a sugarless.
Yeah, you have bread. That too. You have bread without sugar in there. Yeah.
I think.
But you have health food store in a Virgin Island. Or St. Croix there,
St. Croix, yeah.
There's St. Croix have health food store, man.
Yeah.
Then them not only bread at St. Croix health food store and no bread. Sorry, we have no egg in there, man.
Yeah, but yeah.
And it not no sugar in there neither.
Sugar?
Yeah, them not no sugar and no salt.
Oh, well, what about the yeastless bread? I know you had
that's what you call it, the unleavened bread. The bread when I have no yeast in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was telling them that I thought it was only in Jamaica. I thought it was just that one lady you had on the station and she was the only one to make it. I was telling them that. Yeah, okay, I didn't know you have yeastless bread or that.
Yeah, man, you have bread when I have no yeast in there, man. They don't make bread all the while without yeast, man.
Oh, okay. They never hear. A lot of people never hear that.
Yeah,
a lot of people never hear that.
Let them not read Bible. Let them not read Bible.
Yeah, they read Bible.
Then the Bible not tell you about unleavened bread, man.
I can't speak for that, but I don't did a read Bible. I can't.
Yeah, what me just I say that you
Yeah.
have bread where not make with yeast, you have bread where make without yeast, or without sugar, without salt. You have bread, I mean, you have bread where people flavor it with different things. You know, I mean, most of it, when you say egg, no, you fry it, me because I don't know bread I make with egg.
Yeah, it down to the pasta. I said, okay, I go, like I eating pasta, but pasta, most of what they use to stick it together, they use egg. Even down to the salad dressing when I go.
No, wait, hold on there. The pasta are wheat, you know, so the wheat to stick it together by itself. So you have whole wheat pasta when you have no egg in it. You talk about normal place, you talk about normal store. You can't
but like, you know, like when I go to eat, being a vegetarian, like when I go to eat, I choosing these things, so it's like hard, like down to like when I get a salad, a Caesar salad, they put anchovies. They put anchovies in the Caesar salad dressing.
Yeah, all right, but you know, the Indian, what them call the thing there, roti not have egg in there.
Oh, roti. You said egg in the roti?
No, man, roti not have egg in there. I don't know Indian will make roti with egg. I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. I gotta check that out.
Roti is like a bread, you know.
Yeah,
it's just that them flatten it out without the whole heap of yeast and this and that in there.
Yeah.
So roti, I mean, most Indian when me know make roti without egg. I mean, never hear them put egg in a roti. I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
You know,
so when you eat, you don't eat out on them thing. You don't make most of your own thing when you eat.
Most of the time, but you have health food store. You have health food store where you can eat.
Yeah.
I bridging them. Me eat from a bridging them.
Yeah.
Yeah, them no eat. Them no.
So it's a possibility that sometimes you could eat egg and you don't know it's out egg.
No. Me no eat egg. Possibility. Me no possibility eat egg.
I mean, if you eat for your brethren, them.
You know. Me a selected person, you know. None of my brethren them when me know cook, whether them are vegetarian or this. Egg.
They won't do that to me.
And not only that, you have barley too, you know. We have separate. Them have vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Them have vegetarian and you have vegan, you know. I can't tell the thing I go now.
Yeah, I guess the vegan.
The vegan is without milk, sugar, egg.
Milk,
I mean, anything. No dairy product.
Right.
All right. So it wouldn't have egg in there. If you have vegan, if you go in a restaurant, them have vegan restaurants, you know, we don't use dairy products.
Yeah.
All right, and then you have the vegetarian now. You have what them call lacto-vegetarian.
Yeah.
White people are
that's what you're right. Yeah.
You have vegan and you have lacto-vegetarian. The lacto-vegetarian now, when you have egg, cheese, milk, yogurt and all them, something there. But you have the
I lacto-vegetarian, but I don't like yam in the egg, you know, because when I was small, one rasta dude I went to school with tell me the egg is chicken come. So after that,
that's not true.
I never...
We are laugh at you. A young chicken.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
But you have to choose, you know. It's the first time, I can tell you something, brethren. First time, you see, it's very difficult for a person who no one knows what you talk about. Find food.
Yeah.
You see, now, everybody all on the plane now, you can't get vegan. You can't order vegan food on the plane, you know.
Okay.
Before you go up on the plane, them have a list of things where you can say you want kosher food, which is like Jewish food, Indian food, this, that food, all them vegetarian, vegan, all them things there. And you put vegan, VGML and the thing where them put the name, VGML. Them know that you want a vegan meal. You understand? And you have vegetarian food, different. Because vegetarian food now, it could have all cheese, pantapite, mayonnaise, and all them food something there. Yeah, so you got health food store.
Egg in it too, so I just find out mayonnaise have egg in it too, so I use it vegan.
Yeah, the mayonnaise, you can't.
Yeah.
No, you don't want the egg thing. You have in Whole Foods now. Whole Foods have all that thing, you know. Whole Foods don't deal with like.
Yeah, that's where I buy the vegan. It's from Whole Foods.
No, them have organic food. Cause you have organic chicken, you know. Organic chicken.
Yeah.
That is the chicken when you grow in an incubator.
Huh?
No, me say you have organic. What them call organic chicken now? The chicken them when not grow.
Yeah, I see them. I don't see them.
Yeah, and organic beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I don't see them.
But in that same health food store, the whole food now, you have section where deal with raw food.
Yeah.
And then you have section where deal with vegan. And you can find vegan thing. All you have to do is read the label, you know.
Yeah.
And look, and where you used to, you know, like you have roasted nuts and you have raw nuts. You just look and you know the raw, you have salted nuts, salted cashew, roasted salt, roasted without salt, them kind of way there. So it's not like first time now where, you know, the way there, you can't find certain things. Everybody into everything now, you know, vegetarian thing come popular now, you know. So they have to cater. Even McDonald's now cater for vegetarian, you know. You think a joke, you laugh. McDonald's are cater to vegetarian now. They have them salad, strictly vegetarian.
Well, like salad, like a salad.
Yeah, salad. They have them salad, morning salad, vegetarian. Them are cater. What about people are cater now? Indian restaurant, you know. In India, most people don't have meat, you know, cow and all them something.
Yeah.
You have vegetarian dish, you know, see. So you have like Indian food where you will have like vegetarian, what them call it now, eggplant and all sort of thing. You have
Well, my diet consists of like tofu and just veggie burger right now. They're hearing the soy, all the soy.
No, terrible thing, terrible.
Yeah.
So
what else you recommend?
Me used to have tofu, but me stop. Years ago, me stop eat tofu.
Oh yeah.
The veggie thing they know, me never usually eat that at all. That come like hog food.
Like
the chunks. It come like rubber. Chunks thing.
Yeah.
I want if a rasta jam it, you know, because when I cook up the whole paper, it will feel like him still at their meat. You know, the chunks still at their meat. You know, so they don't want to lose that taste there. So people are not going to eat. I don't know Ital food. Ital food can't have chunks tonight. I joke me that. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm getting a lot people do them thing. You know, they do them thing.
Yeah.
Do your thing, you know?
They saying the soy ain't good, so. Yes, I'm going to a vegan book and cook up something else.
Yeah.
Eggplant and.
Yeah. Eggplant, they say that's tofu.
Yeah.
Eggplant
fried cauliflower
and them something. What heap of things they're about, man? What heap of things?
Yeah.
What heap of things? All right, Bridget, give thanks, yeah?
All right, yeah, give thanks, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yes, food talk is good talk. All the while, food talk is very good. We have played Ethiopian. Hey, them song, there are some sweet song in Ethiopia, you know, believe you me. So the woman them dancing. You talk about shoulder fling. Hey, me know them talk about shoulder fling is a dance out there, you know. Go up on the internet. And you can't say anything where you want, you know. You can't reach all of Ethiopia and not take no plane, you know. Go up on the internet and go into Ethiopian dance and watch how the woman them dance. It's like how you see the man them a line up in a line and I dance area so no one a fling shoulder. You want to see how the Ethiopian them woman dance and then you want to see the Maasai them dance. When the Maasai them jump up in the air, you know, you have all 100 of them a jump up in the air, you know, when you look and see them a touch all ceiling, Maasai men a dance. You look at the Ethiopian woman, them how them dance, man. May I tell you, man, you never see shoulder move so yet. You talk about shoulder move, and them have the move when you come on to shoulder. So, yes, it's a serious thing. Cultures. Them want to make we forget these things, but we not forget it because we expose. The greatest thing is to be exposed, you know. The greatest thing is to be exposed. You get if you appreciate different people, different culture, and know say where you have yourself just a little box. And most of the box is confined to where the Europeans them teach it. Because meanwhile them are traveling and know everything and know all people culture and come back, come sell it like a for them own. We still around here so confine ourselves to for them little things and for them little ways. And we don't want to educate ourselves by reading books and talking to each other. Or even going on the internet, because first time we never used to have no internet. Now we have a computer internet and now only we don't want to use the internet for search out and educate yourself. That is what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to educate you. So even if you don't travel on a plane, you can study the different nations in Africa. the initial nations in Europe. You know, I go to Finland, go find out, say, you have a whole heap of tribe in Finland. Me never know all these things. I have to go there, go find it out. No, you can't find it out without you go there. If you do it nicer when you go there. It's nicer when you go there. You understand? When you go to bed, what time it is now? 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. And the place dark. And by 2 o'clock, the place sun hot like what? Yeah, man, that reached me already. We go up on the stage 11 o'clock in the night. Me and my band go up on the stage 11 o'clock in the night. And before we come off on the stage, man, sun hot. And a 1.5 hour up on the stage. So you must know how them places stay sometime. So sometimes you're not in the night, sometimes you're not in the day. Serious thing. It's difficult to comprehend these things when I say it sounds like far-fetched, but trust me, me go experience it, and you have a whole heap of musicians in Jamaica who will experience that. You go to a certain place in Europe, it not have no day, and some might not have no night. At 12 o'clock of the day, you see light up on the road. 12 o'clock of the bright day, it not bright. You see street light, car light, everything, and it will go on for weeks, on top of weeks. Serious thing. This is the cutting edge. We are carrying through the paces. Here we go. So we're so warped, that's, some people will listen to African music and say, Chow, I don't understand what them say, yeah? And them lose touch with the beat and the rhythm. But you see, if America ever put a tune on the billboard where is not English, as we have seen so many times before, them put tune on the billboard where it's not English, you see how quick it jumpstart these niggas to dance and sing to a tune where them don't even understand what the man has said. Where they ever come from for them cultural heritage. But when them hear the African music, is the white people have to put that on their billboard to make them love it. That's how it go. Yeah. So when them hear African tune run up the billboard, everybody dance to it and try copy it, just like when them do the Wang Tang, whatever the tune where they do the Korean there. I think it's a South Korean, the big hit the other day, them sell almost millions of it. Sukiyaki, where it come from them time there. The tune have to be not from Africa. Yet we will have some it from Africa still. I think some of them will go up on billboard, but well, I don't think none of them will go up on billboard, really. None of them will go up on billboard. But you have some great African artists, continental African them, who live all in France. A whole heap of them live in France. Where white people love them. So them are tour down Europe, them in the clubs, them in this festival, them all over the place. But we don't know about them on here, so. Because them don't have no billboard hit, because to we, billboard is like the Bible, When you go up on billboard, you say you carry and make it. See it? We judge ourselves and confine ourselves to how these people think of us. So when you hear all a white person now get reggae best-selling album, we vex, not knowing, say, but wait, we never did do it. I know we put it there. And them put it there to satisfy them own self. We kind of vex and upset when we never set the standard for ourselves and create these awards ceremonies and things for ourselves. So we see pure white people take over the music industry in America. We vex now. This year we see a whole heap of black people get nominated in the Grammy. So we still last, even though we are feel say we not last. And the weirdest thing, black people last. I hear them say them a look for. Them a try find God. Them last and them a try find God. Timbuktu held the first university Yes. You know, when I was small, my granny used to say, don't make a lick you from here to go Timbuktu. I don't even know if she didn't know what she had said, because I never did know that Timbuktu was actually a place. And to be realized now that Timbuktu in Africa. Yeah, man. I'd be glad if she didn't lick me go there for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I tell you. Okay. So, musically, we carry you in a Mali a while ago, and we want to stay in a Mali with a French curve. Brother named Salif Keita. Salif Keita is where we in a Jamaica called Dundos, like Yellow Man. Salif Keita. And when him born, them say him family never like him because him did look Tundus. Them never know what kind of person him was or what him was. I know superstition grab all them people there. But Salif Keita is now one of the greatest musicians them come out of Africa. Believe you me. When you see them man, well, I don't know them people. We just narrow in a rasta. If it don't come from America to write it, we don't really. If Salif Keita ever come for us, no, we them have jazz and blues again, some face. Even Rebel Salute. Even though that are reggae, but Salif Keita, he hardly play reggae. I don't like Teka for the him come from Ivory Coast, but him play mostly reggae. Cause him come record album already. Only hear me play the album with him and John Nine and him and Ken Boot, the tune. Take Jaffa Cole, him name. Take Jaffa Cole, yes. Salif Keita, one of my favorite artists, them, trust me. If not, I mean, I'm my top 5 most famous favorite artists of all times. So we're going to play this song with him, yeah. Believe you me, we love him. Yeah, well, when you go to your computer and look at YouTube, Salif Keita, Salif Keita. Because if them not expose it to you, we are going to expose it to you in a different way, you know. Because when we used to start play them tune, there was no YouTube. When we play them tune earlier on in a cutting edge time, we never know YouTube, so you couldn't find the tune them. Because them not selling a record shop on, we used to sell them in our store, but now we don't have the store. So YouTube is the best go now. So I tell you, if you want to find the tune them we will play, and we are telling them name by name, we'll start telling the name of the tune them, and the name of the artist them who are singing it, and which country them come from. Just like how we tell the brethren a while ago about the tabla music from Egypt. We're going to tell you the name of the artist and which country them come from, that you can go up on YouTube and not only hear them but see them. Like how we tell you to the brethren you know, is where we call a Dundos. What him perform, may I tell you man, them man perform different. I want to give thanks for staying with you again, you know. Trust me man, New Year, yes, New Year within a Black History Month. January, Black History Month, February, Black History Month, March, 12 months of Black History Month on the continent. So give thanks to stay with way. Yes, you could have did that sleep. But this is the cutting edge, man. Don't forget that, you know. Yeah, you're not going to hear nothing like this from no other radio station in Jamaica. Maybe in the Caribbean. Maybe in the world. So just mention an artist a while ago, taking Jaffa Cole. Him come from Ivory Coast. Yes, Ivory Coast. Checking Jaffa Cole. And him come on and record some song. Record a whole album too with Jamaican artists. Him cover a whole heap of Jamaican artists. But we want to play this specific one I saw. We want to play this specific one here. We're going to we find out about that tune that we'll go do an interview in Alpha Blonde, which is another Ivory Coast artist, one of the most popular African artists. Him pioneer reggae music as African in Africa. Anyway, we're going to have studio and we are waiting for the interview and we hear the DJ play this tune here. I would tell him, so we have to get this brother album, and it so happened that with their Holland, I would bring him on the stage, and we was the MC. I would bring him on the stage, and I tell him, the man perform away there, and him did this song, yeah. So we want to play this cover version, yeah. Arab looking friend come from program, you know. Why you look Matrix in the new year, you know. Yeah, man. I'm glad me see you, know. Yes, man. Oh, I say, I'm glad me see you. You understand? Yes. Hey, I truly don't know, I'm glad me see you, know. You know, say, them right, me say, one bridge, you know, when me and him used to go to school, you know. Him name Milton Wright. We used to run up and down, go and married to one party and all them something there, and girls and this and that. Yeah. And a man WhatsApp me and tell me say Milton dead, you know, brethren. Cancer or something, you know. Me feel it. Because the closest of the love when we were at school. Yeah, man, we feel it, man. Coming like a lifetime of friendship. So I'm glad to see you. You understand? Definitely. Because I know people me did want to see last year, I never see them, you know. I'm going to hear to them not there again, you know. Yeah. I'm there so this year, yeah. I'm going to see a whole heap of people, I'm glad to see them. Because I say, I could have never see them. Because how much day gone out of the year now? I know 3 years gone. 3 days.
So they make 4 days now.
And about 12 people get murdered, you know. Gunshot, you know. 5 yesterday, you know. In the Clarendon, you know. 5 yesterday hour. Today hour. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. 5 people.
So you call it 1 day?
In a Clarendon. No, you know, you may say 1 day that. 5 people there before yesterday get shot in a Clarendon 1 day. And during when we are partying a Black Road out of the airport, and that me I show you now, say when we are party and road a Black out of the airport and people want to go, we have 5 people dead in another weekend there. Yeah, so that at 10. And one get, day before yesterday, 1 person get dead at St. Thomas. I live that. I mean, I don't remember. I don't even know much now. Me when I'm there on the program, how much get shot. So, I'm glad to see you, brethren. Yes, I'm glad to see you because I tell you, it's not easy. So, yeah, Rasta can free the people, but I could go on. We just say Buju Banton come out of prison this year at all. Yeah, we just say come out of prison this year.